Our world's about to break, tormented and attacked, lost from when we wake, with no way to go back. I'm standing on my own, but now I'm not alone. Avengers, assemble, always we will fight as one, till the battle's won, with evil on the run. We never come undone. Assemble, we are strong, forever fight as one. Yeah! So I just got done watching the Avengers today, on Free Comic Book Day, of course. And yeah, here's my thoughts on the movie as itself. Now the plot is very straightforward. The cube, the Tesseract cube that appeared in the Captain America movie, right now S.h.i.e.L.D. is, has possession of it, but then, low-key, and these alien creatures called the s.h.i.e.l.d. Are basically, wanting to get back the cube so they can overtake Earth and, gain the Tesseract's power and whatnot. So that's pretty straightforward. The s.h.i.e.l.d. wants to take the cube and invade Earth and, destroy it. So that's just basically generally the main plot of the story, and it's very, very straightforward. But what I believe is that the storyline for this plot, for the, whole s.h.i.e.l.d. trying to invade Earth, Loki trying to take over and be its new god, it's not really the main story. The main story of the movie is basically gathering all these heroes and putting them into one team and seeing how they would interact with one another. And I think they did a really good job. I went into this movie thinking that, okay, I am very worried because, like all superhero movies, it's good to do an individual character because you always can just focus on that one individual character. But then when you have so many heroes, it can be a little bit difficult because if you ever watch the Justice League cartoon series or any other, group hero series, sometimes the creators talk about saying how difficult it is to actually apply all these heroes together, focusing on, one other character, but then they can't focus on the other one, so they want to get more of this character, and it becomes a bit of a mess, and sometimes it kind of, can be a bit difficult to pull it off, but this movie does pull it off. It's 2 hours and 30 minutes long. Original runtime was actually 3 hours long, but they actually, cut it short. I was hoping that they were going to actually put in the extra 30 minutes into, a Blu-ray exclusive kind of thing, but, the creators and director says, no, we're not going to do that. We just had to slim down the movie because it was a bit long, which I wouldn't have mind just sitting there watching, 3 hours of Avengers, but it was okay. It was still good, even though it was 2 hours and 30 minutes long. It was still a fantastic movie. Now, the first part of the movie is basically, of course, we have to gather all the heroes together. And once they do that, basically we see them interact with one another. How are they gonna, see each other as heroes? And seeing the trailers already, you saw Captain America and Iron Man arguing, and there is actually a whole scene where everybody's actually at each other's throats. They don't like each other. They say, Bruce Banner says, we are a ticking time bomb. And which means that, these heroes are strong, they're powerful. And they're saying that, if they're going to be at each other's throats, because sometimes heroes can't work well with one another, there could be some trouble, and, it's just chaotic and crazy. But, later on in the movie, I won't spoil anything for you guys, but later on in the movie, they do, resolve, one another and actually do work with one another after something happens. Now, the main, they already know the idea of the s.h.i.e.l.d.'s, trying to invade Earth, and they should, protect Earth, but at the same time, they can't really work together and, whatnot. But then something happens that actually changes their mind and actually makes them, work together. And also, I would like to say that in the beginning of the movie, like I said, they all are at each other's throats, Iron Man doesn't like Captain America. Captain America doesn't like Iron Man. They just say all these negative things about one another. But in the end of the movie, they all prove their worth as a hero and as a team member for the Avengers. They don't even, straight out say they were the Avengers, but until the end of the movie, but it's still good seeing them actually work together. Michael Ruffalo, who plays the Hulk, goddamn was it fantastic. He played a great Bruce Banner and a great Hulk. I loved every second he was on screen, and I loved every second of the movie. It was fantastic and really awesome. I mean, I guess you can say at the edge of my seat, like every single moment I was just like excited to see what was going to happen next. It was just really amazing. Now for those of you people who are questioning, is Hawkeye really involved in this movie? Well, I'm just gonna let you guys know, just so you guys don't be let down or anything. First part of the movie, Hawkeye does appear, but he doesn't do all that much until the later half of the movie. And if you guys, I know some people have already complained that saying that, okay, Hawkeye didn't get enough screen time, they didn't do him justice, it was just too short. I have to disagree. I think Hawkeye got a really great, enough, screen time. I mean, the thing is, these characters are already developed, Captain America, Thor, Hulk, Iron Man, they already have their own movies. Black Widow appeared in Iron Man 2, they already have their own movies. Their characters are already established, And for Hawkeye, it's kind of difficult because he only made a small cameo in Thor, so, how can you really mainly focus on a hero that didn't really get his own origin story? And I'm hoping they actually give him his own origin story with Black Widow, because we actually learned the backstory of Black Widow and Hawkeye, that they did actually work together before with s.h.i.e.l.d. And I actually want to see those events happen. I mean, I would like to see them on a big screen. It was just a little small, backstory, but still, it would be nice to see them actually in action. But Hawkeye did do a really fantastic job. He was really great. I really liked him. I mean, he was really awesome. I mean, I think he did get enough screen time already. Every character, if you guys are worried, did they get enough screen time? I think everybody got enough screen time. Hulk got a good amount of screen time. Iron Man, Captain America, Black Widow. The action scenes are phenomenal. The ending, well, not the ending, but later on when they're actually fighting against the Chintari, you guys already saw the trailer, it's really good, really awesome. And when they actually do come together as heroes and as a group and as a team, I was just like, oh my god, Avengers assemble. I mean, they didn't say that in the movie, but in my head, when they were all gathered together, I was like, Avengers assemble. Now, if you guys are wondering who is going to be leader of the team, I'm going to tell you straight out, there is no leader. You can argue with me and tell me, okay, Captain America is leader, or Iron Man's leader. Well, in this movie, right now, there is no established leader. Because, really, have you guys ever seen a group team, do well with one person who wants to be the leader? I mean, I think there is a possible chance that Iron Man or Captain America really did want to lead, the Avengers. But all in all, this is the first time they gathered together, so you can't really technically have a leader. You're supposed to work as a team. You're supposed to fight as one. See what I did there? You have to fight as one, not just, go your separate ways. But yeah, it was a great movie. I really did like it. And yeah, and if you guys, like I said, if you guys are all wondering, like, did, Black Widow and Hawkeye, like, everybody's been questioning me that. My friends, my mom, my dad, everybody that don't really read comic books or don't know a lot about, Black Widow or Hawkeye, yeah, they're typically, regular human beings, You can say that Hawkeye and Black Widow are just secret agents, really good assassins. But when I mean really good assassins, I mean Hawkeye can actually shoot an enemy down without even looking at him. Like he actually does that in the movie, which is pretty awesome. And yeah, he just basically fires his arrow, talking away, and shot an arrow away, killed a Chintari. I was like, wow. See, that's how good Hawkeye is. I mean, you guys might think that, oh, these are just normal human beings. What about Batman? Yeah, he's smart. He's good at hand-to-hand combat. Why not Black Widow? Hey, why not, Hawkeye? He's just like Green Arrow. I find it when people question, like, well, why is Hawkeye and Black Widow in the movie? They can't really do anything. Same goes for Nick Fury. He actually does a really good job in the movie. You see him in a bit of action. He actually does pull out a pistol and starts firing away in one part of the scene, which I won't spoil. I'm trying to leave spoilers at a minimum, just trying to give you little snippets so you guys can, wonder what's going to happen. But yeah, the movie was really great. I highly suggest you guys, watch the movie. Now, I could tell you, and I could recommend the movie to people who haven't even watched Captain America, Thor, or Iron Man, or Hulk yet. But you will still enjoy the movie if you haven't watched those previous movies before. I had a friend who didn't even watch Captain America, or Hulk, or Iron Man. She only watched, you know, Thor, and she really liked Thor, but she never watched the other previous hero movies, and she still would enjoy the Avengers, which is really great. But if you really want to get a really good experience, I would suggest you pick up or watch, you know, the old movies before watching the Avengers, because really, you really want to understand these characters. I mean, they don't really go in depth to all these characters that much. I mean, you can understand, okay, Steve Rogers, Captain America, Super Soldier, Iron Man, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist, you know, Hulk, Bruce Banner, really smart, sort of has anger issues, Thor, Asgardian, you know, thunder and lightning god, and, you know, Black Widow and Hawkeye, really good with the bow, hand-to-hand combat, you know, great assassins. That's basically all you would have needed to know. But if you really want a good experience, I would check, you know, the other, you know, previous, you know, Avengers movies, or leading up to the Avengers. And, you know, I think everybody should notice it by now, but if people are newcomers, stay after the credits. You will see what's going to happen afterwards, and you will be shocked to see, actually, ta-da! There's actually something there for possibly another movie. And yeah, I mean, we already have a Captain America 2 movie that's being talked about, Iron Man 3 movie that's being talked about, so we'll see more of those superheroes sooner or later on the big screens. And I am really happy with the Avengers movie. Now, just for fun, I did pick up free comic books today, so I'm just going to show you guys what I picked up. I picked up Superman Family Adventures, and then in the back it has a dual cover with a Green Lantern and Young Justice preview. I think for preview for Young Justice is the next issue, and then Green Lantern I think for issue number 2, I think, because issue number 1 already came out. Then we have Spider-Man right here, and it has another dual cover, but basically it's just one story, one long Marvel comic right here, which is really great. I love the back cover. You can actually see two different spider symbols, which is really good. I heard it was actually based off the movie, or getting ready for the movie, so this is called Spider-Man Season 1. I have Mega Man, the origin stories, or the first origin of the hero of Mega Man. Now, I am sort of a Mega Man fan. I do like Mega Man. I never picked up the comic book series. I did want to pick up the series, but yeah, I never got a chance to, but I guess I'll pick up the trade paperback. But this is a nice little snippet. This is actually a backstory, an origin story for Mega Man. So for you Mega Man fans there, this is something you guys should pick up. Or hopefully you guys picked up today. If you guys haven't, then hopefully it comes out later on. We have also the Avengers. I have not read any of these comics yet, so yeah. This is actually a full-length comic right here. It's actually pretty good. If you guys actually did watch the Avengers movie, you actually see, well, not see, but you'll see one of the characters in the end appearing here. But yeah, and then we have the New 52, number 1. This gives us a sneak peek at basically what's going to happen next in the next couple of issues of Justice League, which is really nice. I won't show you guys anything. Okay, maybe I'll show you guys something, something interesting here. It's a very, very long, very big sort of poster. So just pan out over here. So you see, like, oh my god, it's really hard. So you have Hawkman, all Green Arrow, Batman, another Green Lantern here. And we have Cyborg, and we have like Superman here. A bunch of all these characters, Aquaman, and Flash. And then later on we get some sneak peeks at some of the New 52 actually second wave comics. They're only like maybe 2 pages long actually. Actually the Avengers only show basically just the whole group together with was it Beast Boy, I believe, Beast Boy, Thunder and Lightning, Terra, what is it, Dr. Fairchild, and I think this other character called Ridge. That's about it. And that's all I picked up for today for Free Comic Book Day, and that's my thoughts on the Avengers movie. Highly recommend you guys checking that movie out. It's really great. If you guys haven't even watched that movie yet, what are you doing here, sitting here watching me talk? You guys should go check out that movie right now. I don't care if it's 12 o'clock at midnight, go watch that movie. 3 o'clock in the morning, I don't care. Okay, maybe you can't watch it at 3 o'clock in the morning, but it's still a good movie. Check it out. So, see you guys later.